So, hello students, hello, welcome to Microsoft Excel Made Easy on Information and Communication Technology. And we'll actually be concentrating on paper 3, data analysis. So, Microsoft Excel Made Easy is a YouTube channel dedicated to students, teachers, and professionals. And everything that you need to know as far as Microsoft Excel will be broken down to a level that you understand. It's all right. So on paper 3, we'll have data analysis and website authoring. 041731 February March 2021, and that is the time. So you will need candidate source file. So the source file will actually be uploaded and the download link will be in the description. Do well to check it out. So go ahead to read out the instructions, which says carry out all instructions in each step. Enter your name, center number, and candidate number on every printout before it's sent to the printer. Printouts with handwritten candidate details will not be marked, blah, 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 and blah. Please do well to read all through. So information, the total mark for this paper is 80% and all that. So you have been supplied with the following source files: M21 banner, M21 income.csv, and all that. Now you notice that this is our source file, but the source file will be provided in this format, okay? So as a zip file. So when you right click, you can actually unzip using any of these, either extract all or use this zip extraction software. And we are here. It says what task 1 is for you to create an evidence document where you actually add all the evidence, and you should save your evidence document in this format: M21 evidence underscore, followed by your center number, followed by your candidate number, and this is an example. Is okay? So please make sure you adhere to each of the instructions given, because it's very, very important. Is okay? It's adhere to each of the instructions given. So we just head straight to the section that has what? Data analysis. Is okay? That is task 5. So for task 5, which is what? Data analysis, pay attention and we'll be good to go. So you are going to use a spreadsheet to analyze the annual donations given by each region. So this is actually donation. So all currency values must be in dollars. Please pay attention to this. Okay, all currency values must be in dollars to 2 decimal places. Use the most efficient method for each task. So when they say use the most efficient method, that means there are some methods that are not as efficient as others. So make sure you work smartly, because you are working with time. So time is the major constraint. Open and examine the file M21 income.csv in a spreadsheet package. So your spreadsheet package can be Microsoft Excel, right? It can be LibreOffice and what have you. So I'm just going to open this, then open up this. All right. So while in the examination hall, just remain calm, right? So I know how anxious some of us can be, but just try to maintain your cool. It's okay, and everything will be all right. Place the text last edited by, followed by a space, your name, center number, and candidate number, center aligned in the footer. All right, so here you are. Now, the fastest way of adding up a footer in this is to come to this section that says what? Page layout. So when you click on page layout, it should bring up this header, and when you scroll down, you should be able to see the footer. Right? The instruction says what? Place this in the footer. Alright, so you have to work smartly. Is that right? So if there are other ways of actually adding this, but you can quickly just come here. So when you click back here, it should take you to a normal page view. Alright, so when you click here, page layout, it should bring up the header and footer for you. Now, one thing you need to do is, before you can click the normal page view, right, make sure that you are not already clicking, because if you are editing the footer or the header, you cannot go back to the normal page view except you click outside of it. before you can switch, because sometimes student has this issue and then they now complain that they can't go back to the normal view. But what they fail to understand is that they are actually working on the footer already. So maybe they just type their name. So my name is Touching Lives. So Touching Lives. So they just type their name, and while at that they want to switch back to normal view, it will not work out. So make sure that before you go back to normal view, if you're using this method, you've clicked out of the footer or header and you now go back to normal view. Hope that helps. So let us go ahead to do as instructed. Place the text last edited by followed by a space, your name. So last edited by. So last edited by. So last edited by. All right. So that is small e. So please make sure you do according to what they say you should do. If it's capital letter, use capital letter. Followed by a space, your name. So this is a space, then my name. Okay. Then the next thing you do is after your name, then you have your comma, your center number. So comma, my center number is, supposing my center number is 0 or 5, 0, 2, 1. This is presumably a center number for me. Then I have a candidate number. All right, so a candidate number should be maybe 0410. So supposing this is my candidate number. All right, your candidate number is supposed to be given to you by your center or your school or wherever you're writing your exam from. Center, all right, and it should be center aligned in the footer. So this is actually center aligned. Is okay. So if they say left aligned, it should be here. Our right aligned should be towards this end. Is okay. So this is your footer. So if it's left aligned, it should be here. If it's right aligned, it should be here. So this is center aligned enough. Then the next thing you do is save this as a spreadsheet with the file name M21 Ocean, your center number, candidate number, for example, this. Is that right? So I'm going to untick this now. So I'll need to select this. Okay. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to save this now. So let me just go out of here, go back to normal view. Then you notice that this is like this. So I'm going to file, save as. Please click on save as, not save. Is that okay? Because save will like overwrite what is already there, but save as will like create a whole new document. So I'm going to open my folder, then change this CSV to what? Excel Workbook. Then I'm going to paste what I just copied. Then my name, then my center number was what? Center number was, oh sorry. So I'm going to edit this accordingly. So let me just check what my center number was so that we're on the same page. All right, my center number was 5021 and 0410. 5021 and 0410. Is that okay? 5021 and 0410. All right, so 5021, 5021 and 0410. So maybe in subsequent videos we'll use maybe a more generic center number that will be easier for us to remember. So once you've done this, you go ahead to hit what? Save, and it saves for you. So by doing this, you just end 2 points. Delete row 2 and row 3 of the spreadsheet. So this first row, second row. So just select the 2 and right click, then hit what? Delete, and you should have this. So this is what will be asked to format the spreadsheet to look like this. So format the master in row 1 to contain. So first of all, to format the spreadsheet, you have to be very, very observant here. So visually looking at this, you notice that what your cells from column A to column I has been merged for the first row. So what you just need to do is to merge from column A to column I, then just merge and center. Then the next thing you have to do is actually bold, so make sure that it's bold. Then the next thing they ask you to do is format the merge cell in row 1 to contain black 48-point text on a yellow background. So the background should be what? Yellow. Then the text should be what? 48 points. So come here, select 48. All right, so this is what you have. Then what does this say? So you notice that as you increase the text, it actually expands it with the spacing accordingly. Then it says what? Format the merge cells in row 2. So for row 2, notice that it was merged from C to what? I. So you have from C to I. Make sure you merge the cells accordingly. Then you notice that column A and column B for row 2 is not merged. And they say we should do what? Format the merge cells in row 2 and the merge cells between A4 and A19 to contain black 18-point text. All right, so this should contain black, and it also should be bold. They are actually bold. Okay, and it should be 18 points. So just select 18 points here. It's okay on a gray background. So but you notice that the gray of this Save Our Oceans is more lighter than this, so make sure you take notes. Then you have, I'm just going to select this, make it 18 points. All right, it got to 19, so it got to 19, so make it bold and make it 18 points. All right, another way of actually doing this is to use format painter to copy the formatting of this, then just come here and apply it on a gray background. So we're going to select the background and it's going to be gray like this. All right, then what else? Okay, from A4 to this should be gray. So from A4 to A19 should be gray. It's all right, so just put it like that. Then by doing this, you've actually gotten what? 10 points. Is okay? So you've gotten 10 points. So we are still on this. And it says what? So let us just enter all the formatting before we start entering function in appropriate cells, right? So you notice that, let us just try and resize. Can we do this? Yes, of course we can. Then you notice that what else is here. So the North America, South America are actually boldened. So I'm going to make this bold. All right, so bold, and format the cells in row 2. Okay, so row 2 is as formatted. We are not asked to make changes to this, so we'll leave it as it is. So this also has the formatting for is bold, also this, and it's all right. So we're going to make this up to here to be bold. We're going to format this like this. That's all right. So I'm just going to copy this painter, copy this format painter, use it to replicate here. Remember that I say use the most efficient method. All right, so it's coming to shape now. So I have annual budgets. So annual budget has been merged, that is 21 and 22, and it's around aligned right. So this, so please merge at once so I don't have any error. It has been aligned right, it has been bolded, then this. So I can just copy format painter, then do this. All right, so this is what we have. Then what else can you do here? What else can you do? All right, then what you can do next is to add appropriate grid lines. Okay, add appropriate grid lines. So I'm just going to select all this. Okay, just select all this. I'm just going to select all this, then add the appropriate grid lines. Is that okay? So just add the grid lines. As you can see, the grid lines are already added. Then what else can we do here? So I'm going to format this as currency. Remember when we started there, so we should do what? The values must be in currency, that $sign to 2 decimal places. So I'm just going to select the whole of this, or wherever my answer is going to be. Just select everything here. I'll select everything here, and we're going to format as what? Currency. Okay, then to 2 decimal places. It's already to 2 decimal places. All right, so we are here now. What else did we miss? Now we can start off. Enter function is the appropriate source to calculate total income for each quarter for each region. So total income for each quarter for each region. Hope we are not missing anything, guys. Hope we are not missing anything. So these guys are kind of right aligned, so just make them right aligned. So everything is right aligned apart from this. So I'm just going to copy this formatting. So just paste it here. Right aligned. Total is right aligned. Oh, sorry. So let me just, for the format painter, do this right aligned. Okay. Then this is right aligned. Okay, so this is right aligned also. I'm going to format this painter, then make this right aligned, like that. Is okay? Then you can increase this to give it more space, just like this. Then this should be center aligned. All this should be center aligned. All these headers here, so it should be center aligned. All right, so the shape is coming out. All right, then so we're going to find the total for each of these. So they said from the instruction, it says what? Enter functions. So Excel functions are predefined within Excel. So equal to, we're going to use the sum functions to actually calculate the functions of this. So you select the range, which in this case is from C4 to C6. Close it up and hit what? Enter. So this is the function. And because we've pre-formatted this as currency, it will eventually take that. All right. So equal to sum. Okay. Then you can select the range, hit enter, and you get that. Now another faster way of doing it is to copy this. All right, then paste it here. Okay, so it's going to like perform the same calculation, but it will pick that range of cell. All right, so copy this, then paste here. All right, now how easy can that be? Then you can now drag this across. Okay, so you can now drag this across because they are relative cell references. It will just copy the formula across accordingly. Now you notice that some values are hashed out. What you just need to do is to open it up, and they are as good. How do you open up, you might ask? So just between G and H, the intersection, this small line, you notice that my mouse icon changes. So I just double click here. All right. Some people might want to drag, but dragging might not be as accurate as double clicking, except probably you want to define a particular range. Is that right? So double clicking will make sense more. Now, having done this, then they ask us to do what next. So we've done this, enter functions in the appropriate cell to calculate total income for each quarter for each region. So this done. So for each quarter, so this for quarter one, this is the total, and for each region, these are the totals. All right. Then what next? Enter functions in the appropriate cells in column I. All right. To calculate total income for each month and each quarter. So calculate total income for each month and each quarter. So total income for each month, so equal to sum. All right, so total income for each month. So this for this month, close it up, hit enter. So I'm going to drag down quite all right. So this is the total income for each month. For the of January is what? 46,209. All right, so excuse me. Then for this, still dragging down will still give you this. Is that okay? So I'm going to copy the format painter. Just copy this format painter and place it here. All right. So I can just go ahead to fill this up. Okay, but there's something happening here. So let's just undo this. Then let's just drag down. Okay. Then once you are through, you can now come here and copy this format painter. Please paste it here. And just double tap that. Just paste it here, and paste it here. And it's coming out nicely. Okay. So once you want to go out of the format painter, just hit escape and it goes back to your normal. Now, having done that, now it says what? Enter formulae in the appropriate cells to calculate the annual total income for each region. So the annual total income for each region is the sum. The region for North America is the sum of all this. It's okay. All right. So, but what you're interested is each of this total. That is this total. Then for South America is the total for this. Is all right. So annual total, so equal to this. So just use your plus sign plus this plus this plus this. So hitting enter now will give you your answer accordingly. So because we've done that, look at what's happening here. Because we've done that, we can drag with confidence across and it should give us our answer as shown. If you want to edit it, you notice that it follows the same format. So this one is hashed out. You can just double click here to open it up. All right. Then you can also, okay, you can find the total of totals. All right. Then you can find the quarterly average also. So the quarterly average is equal to average. So you can just select. Sorry, let me look at the instructions. So enter formulae. So we've done this, right? So enter function in the appropriate cell to calculate the average of quarterly total for it. So we'll just select each of this. Okay. This. So what I'm just doing is I'm just holding down my control to select several cells. So control to select this. Then I close it up. I hit enter. So this is the quarterly average. So I can just drag across this. Alright. So let's just drag to the end and to give us like the overall quarterly average. So drag to the end and you have this as this. So is it not very simple to achieve? Right? Notice that in the examination hall, you have to be very fast because we are doing a video. That's why we'll have to slow down for you to understand what is happening. Alright, so apply appropriate formatting to cells containing numeric values. We've done that because each of the cells containing numeric values is actually currency, and it is the currency is $sign to 2 decimal places. Now, if you want to change this $sign, eventually supposing it's pounds you are using, you can just right click, then format cells. So you can change the symbol here to any one that you want to. So decimal places can also be changed as the case may be. Now, let us look at our instructions. So each of these currencies is right aligned. Is ours right aligned? No. So let us just make everything right aligned. Alright, so just select everything. So as well as selecting everything, then just make it right aligned. And you're good to go. Now what next? Apply appropriate. We've done this. I've gotten a 1 point. Alright, so we're almost through this. Save your spreadsheets. So at every instant, guys, we are supposed to be saving because sometimes you notice that students might cry out. So just save at this instant because we've saved before. I was just working on my computer, just tripped off. Or I was just working on my computer, just froze. Okay, so to avoid storage that touch the heart, make sure you always Control+S at all times and you'll be good to go. Okay, now you have this all saved. What next? Print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure the row and column headings are displayed. So to print your spreadsheet showing formulas, what you just need to do is come to formulas, then click on show formulas. I notice that this guy expands and you have your formulas and all these guys showing. They're just so beautiful. So beautiful. Alright, so they're just so beautiful. Then what they ask you to do, row and column headings are displayed. Page orientation is landscape. Alright, what you just need to do, I'm going to resize this so that everything fits intact. Then what next can we do? So everything fits. Alright, so rows and column headings are displayed. Page orientation is landscape. Content of all cells. Alright, so what we just need to do, just go to file, then print. It's okay. Then go to page setup. Alright. So when you go to page setup, you should be able to see this. This is actually your print preview. So when you click on landscape and hit OK, you notice that it's on landscape, but you'll be needing to print 4 of this, which is not actually what you want to do. So still go to page setup, then go to fit to 1 of 1, then hit OK. Alright, so you notice that everything will fit on one page. I can go ahead to do what? Print. But there's one other thing that you need to do. It says what? Our instruction says what? Content of all cells are fully visible and can be easily read. Page orientation is landscape. Row and column headings are displayed. So go to sheet, tick rows and column headings, then hit OK. Is that okay? So these are the rows and column headings. So at every instant that you're making a change, once you make a change, you hit OK to preview it and make sure that you're on track. When you make a change, hit OK to preview it and make sure that you're on track. So once you're done, select your printer and you click what? Print, and hooray, you're done with that particular task. So this is task 5 and we are through with it. Is okay? So save this and you have 1 point. So make sure that you have entered your name, center number, and country number on the spreadsheet showing the formulae. So you notice that at the down part of this, I have my name and all that shown already. So we are good with that. Print your spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure that, so we are going to print this now, showing our values and our formulae. So I'm just going to go back. So I think we should save as now. Let's just save this as with formula, right? So you can decide to have several copies of your worksheet saved. So this with formula. So I'm just gonna have this as with formula, with underscore formula. All right. So this is not a must. Your teacher can guide you on what to do at this instance. All right. Then if you remove the show formulas now, you should have this. Then you can now go ahead to print the remaining. Is all right. Then what else? Print fits on a single page. So just like we've done before now, just come to file, print, then go to page setup. All right, so page setup gives you like a total control of how you want your page to be displayed. So have this content of all cells, rows and column headings are not displayed. So in this case, the rows and column headings are not displayed. So once you untick that, you come back here and notice that it is gone. But some things are not fitted here. So I have to go back and make sure that it fits my whole content. It fits. Okay. Then what else? So Control P, or go back to print and notice that we are good. I just noticed that Africa is in this. So let me see Africa regional income. Wow. Let me see the total $430. It's crazy. Crazy. Right. Okay, so Control P take us to print. Then you select your printer, then print. Is all right. Then you can print several copies by selecting any of this. You can print just one copy. Then you can, the settings, either active sheets, print entire workbook, print selection. But here we're actually printing active sheets. Is all right. If you have any question, do well to drop it in the comment section. Also, like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we hope to make your Excel work experience very, very easy as far as IGCSE ICT is concerned. We'll be making more videos on Microsoft Excel, IGCSE ICT. Then we might eventually go into other sections, maybe mail merge, document production, web design and authoring, and image editing, and all database and all that. So, but for now, we'll be concentrating on this. So if you want us to make other videos, you can just drop a comment and we'll do well to attend to it. Hope you got value in this video. Excel made easy. To your success, guys. Thank you. I remain touching lives. One thing you can do as a student is, if you need help at any instance, you can always reach out to me. My direct contact is in the description. It's okay if you need a private tutor, if you need a private coach as far as IGCSE or A-level is concerned, ICT, hit me up. Thank you.